Hello, JazzyKat community. We are just waiting for Chef Celeste and we will get started with our cooking demonstration of the day. We will get started very shortly, just waiting on Chef Celeste. Okay, we are getting ready to get started. Hello, JazzyKat family and community. Hello, everyone. It's me, Jazmine, and I'm here with Chef Celeste Ivy from Patisserie CI. We hope you all are doing well and we're getting ready to get started. So, just to let you all know, the ingredients you need are onion, tomato, sweet peppers, jalapenos, basil, and cilantro. All right, Chef Celeste, how you feeling today?
I'm excellent. Okay, looks like you got your ingredients ready.
Yes, I'm ready to be your sous chef today.
Okay, excellent. I say let's start with our bruschetta since that is
Okay.
going to be more chopping than anything else. Do you have a food processor for your salsa?
Ooh, you know what? I do, but it is not hooked up.
It's not, available. Okay, so I'll do the blended version and you can do the chopped version, perhaps
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Okay, so let's make sure we've got the same ingredients. I've got some tomatoes. I'm going to use just the um, cherry flavor bombs for mine today. What do
Okay.
you have? Roma?
They have the aroma. Yes.
Any tomato will do. I'm going to use a little red onion.
I
Is that
have
yellow?
white. I do have a red onion here.
It's going to work.
Okay. Okay.
I've got some trio peppers. You got the big ones.
They're mini. They're the mini ones.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. And I've got some fresh basil.
Mine is packaged, but it is
No,
basil.
no, same. When you
Organic.
open it, yours will look just like mine. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay. Some fresh garlic.
Ooh, garlic. I do have that.
Okay.
It's not on the here, but I do have my garlic bulbs.
Beautiful. Little kosher salt and fresh cracked pepper
Yes, I do have that.
and some olive oil.
Yes, I do.
Let's get cooking. All right. I'm going to just take, we're not going to make like a whole full batch. Okay. Let's just
Okay.
make it for demonstration purposes, enough to enjoy it if you're just cooking for one or two. Okay. So
Yes.
you can take your aromas and cut them in eighths at least, maybe even more,
Eights.
depending on how long. Yeah. Cut in
Okay.
half and then in half again, and then maybe three times along that. So
Is there a
that'll
particular
give you.
knife I should use?
Hmm?
Is there a particular knife I should use? I have a paring knife. I have one of these. I have one of these. I also have a paring knife.
You can. Which one? What was the first one? You don't have a chef's knife as big as this one.
Actually, I do have a chef's knife. Okay.
You should
Is
have
it?
it. Okay. So yeah,
Yes, I'm too.
you can cut in half the long way, and then you take. How'd you do? Okay. And then take your that one of the halves, and then cut that again the long way. Yeah, yours is so pretty. And then at least three or four slices horizontally, and you can do the same with the other side. I'm just going to slice mine in half since I've
Okay.
got little baby ones. We'll get that going. One of the things I love most about this dish is it is so super delicious. It's so quick. You don't have to be in the kitchen all the time. My kitchen is burning up today.
I'm
Super
telling
heated
you,
up.
the humidity is crazy
Yeah.
today.
So I'm just gonna slice these in half. I could quarter them, but I think that they're tiny enough that this will be sufficient. Do you happen to have a garlic press handy?
I do not have a garlic press. I do have a mallet.
Wow.
If that
No,
makes a difference.
it wouldn't. Okay.
But I do know the Chef Celeste way of using a knife to get the
Well,
garlic open.
I've got mine. What about you?
Okay.
I think that
Almost done.
one or two
Almost done
tomatoes
cutting
should
them.
be enough. I'll do a
Okay.
few more for the sake of, since we're here.
Almost done cutting up this one, and then I'll cut another one. So, for those who are just joining, today is a special recipe because we're doing a two-in-one. We're making salsa and bruschetta. This was inspired by our most recent interview with Lindsay Johnson, who, by the way, Chef Celeste, she says she still eats salsa to this day
Okay.
as a
Ah,
post track and field snack after
okay.
her meets. And she said like that was one of her favorite dishes that she made with you during our summer camp. So we
Oh,
thought, why not show
yeah,
the people how to make it from home?
absolutely. And the salsa factor, it's like all of the ingredients are pretty much the same. It's just we're going to switch out a few key factors. So in this first recipe, we'll use the basil, but then when we switch it out and use the cilantro, we're going to get a completely different profile. But not just
Yes.
that. We'll at the end with salsa, we'll finish with lime juice. With the
Mm,
bruschetta, we finished with fresh olive oil. And our
okay.
peppers are different. In the bruschetta, we use the sweet peppers.
Mm-hmm.
Um, a lot of the bruschettas actually have tomato and the herbs only, but I love it
Ooh,
this way. It gives it a really wonderful fresh crunch, and of course, the peppers are really good for you. I feel like it fortifies it and makes it even more vitamin rich. In the salsa, we'll use jalapeno instead of the sweet peppers. But other than that, the ingredients are essentially the same, and we're just swapping it out. I'm going to have a completely different dish.
right, right.
Okay, that's your tomatoes. You want to throw them in a bowl real
Yes.
quick?
Yes. Have a bowl
And
steady.
I'm going to use just a piece of my yellow pepper and my orange. Since the tomato, sometimes I'll do all three, but since my tomatoes are already red, I'll just use these two
Okay.
just to get it popping. There we go. Move that off to the side. All right, I'm gonna cut mine in strips because what I want is just tiny squares. What I'm trying
Mm-hmm.
to do is just flavor it. There we go. So I'm dicing it.
Okay. Dicing the orange. Got it. I think I'm gonna use yellow and orange to give a different contrast.
Color to it as well. Okay, good deal. All right, let me get the yellow peppers in the bowl. Right, and oh, that was orange actually, but yeah, garbage. All right, and then I'll slice up my yellow. And
So for
another
those who
tip.
are watching, you
Mm,
are able to engage with us in the comments. We hope you guys have been staying cool today. We know it's been pretty hot the past couple of days, but this is something that does not require heat, right, Chef Celeste?
that's right. Well, other than the toasted bread that we'll serve this on,
Mm-hmm.
I did slice the baguette and toast it beforehand just so it could be ready. But you could, you don't have to eat it on warm bread. That's just the way I really like it. Um, and what I was gonna say is what's really also cool about this recipe are um, is that there's really no real measurement. It's just really
Mm.
to taste and as much or as little of whichever ingredient that you would like. All right, my peppers, tomatoes, and
Oh
my yellow
goodness.
and red pepper. What is it? My yellow and orange peppers and my tomatoes are chopped and ready to go. How are
Okay,
you?
I'm gonna mute myself and then you can continue because I'm not finished.
Okay. It looks like yeah, with that one that would be enough. You're gonna use now how you maybe one more pepper, maybe one, and you should be really good. I don't think you need much more. All right, I'm going to use for this ratio. One, I'm going to use these two cloves of garlic because I really do like a lot of garlic, and these are pretty nice size. I don't have so much, but okay, I'll do two. One of them I'll use the press just to show it, and then the other I'll chop. I have a handy garlic press that really does save a lot of time. Just throw it inside. Here, close that on. It's not working. Here we go. All right, and press it through. All the pulp comes out. I'll do the other one by hand just so Jazzy can catch up. Right? We'll peel it really quickly. Peel it away. And then I'll slice it. Turn it and then chop it horizontally. And I'll just kind of work that around and give it a nice mix. Rocking my knife back and forth. Trying not to pick up my knife off the board. I lost a little one there. Let's see. Here we go. Almost. Are you on garlic, Jazzy? I think so. I think I see. Yep, chopping it. That's right. Not blade away from you. Give it a nice little snap. There we go. All right. Okay. And then we'll add that to the bowl. And it's onion time. Let's see. I see you chopping it. All right. All right. I'm going to take not even a quarter of the onion. This will be plenty. I'm going to peel this outer layer off. Yeah, just peel that. Well, you got the end of it there. Yeah. And that should be sufficient. I see you. Okay. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to dice that as well. Just a little bit, or I'm going to cut it in half horizontally. Then I'm going to add some little strips and fingers this way. Turn it, and that gives me an automatic dice. There we go. Do I hear thunder? Oh my goodness. All right. And I'm going to add that to my bowl. We have one more ingredient to prep, and then we are done. A bowl of fresh vegetables and aromatics. You all, when I say this is already smelling so incredible, oh my goodness. Everything is so fresh and fragrant. All right, so I'm taking some of the bigger leaves just so I can stack them up and do what we call a chiffonade. There we go. And I am going to take each leaf and open it up and then pile the other leaves on top of it. Okay. And then I will, here we go. Okay. Yep, I just, you right behind me, girl. I see you. Okay. Um, After I pile them on top of each other, I have probably a good 5. Then I will roll it up. And slice it horizontally. And that'll give me beautiful ribbons of sliced fresh basil in a chiffonade. All right, this is our bruschetta. Let's season it with a little kosher salt. Maybe a little bit more. Some fresh cracked pepper. It's already ground, just so it don't make too much noise. Okay. Let's drizzle with a little olive oil. And we'll toss all of our ingredients together. And that is it. Look how deliciously beautiful and colorful and vibrant this is. Now, what do we do? Just eat it out the bowl? Not really. I like to take, what was that, Jazz? Okay, your olive oil. Okay. And just for, let me give it another little drizzle too. Okay. I'll take a baguette, I sliced it, and I toasted it actually in a skillet with some vegan butter and olive oil just to get it kind of crispy on either side. I like to do this when it's fresh out the skillet. I'll have the ingredients sitting, just kind of marinating and getting to know each other a little bit while I'm toasting the bread, and then I'll bring the platter of hot bread to the table, and then we'll take a scoop and put everything on top of the baguette. Not with the spatula. I'm doing that here. It's not working. Jazz, I'm ready to taste it. Are you ready? Because I think I can't take it
So
anymore.
technically, I cannot. I don't have a baguette, but I will definitely try some of it
Just,
from like a
I'll
spoonful.
try it with the baguette.
Okay.
Mm, 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 mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Because the
Mhm. Mhm.
baguette is chewy
Mhm.
and crispy, and that with the fresh, bursty tomatoes that are so juicy, and then the crispy, crunchy. You hear the crunch with the peppers? Oh my
Mhm. Mhm.
goodness. And the garlic just brings it all together. Um, when we finish this recipe,
Mhm.
I mean, this segment, I will be finishing all of that. Mm-hmm.
Same. Same. So everyone, if you're just joining, we just finished bruschetta, and we're moving on to our second recipe, which is salsa.
With this salsa. Okay, I'm gonna do mine in the food processor because that's so
Okay.
much
And
easier.
yes, and I'll just be chopping it up
Okay,
because I don't have it
chop
right
it up.
now.
So, because I also want you guys to understand just how super fast and easy this is. So, I'm gonna take the same tomatoes. I have the cherry flavor bombs, and I'm just gonna add a nice handful of them to the processor. Again, aroma would be lovely. You know, it's any tomato you have on hand. I don't typically discriminate. Any one of them is fine. Okay. Um, I'm probably going to want just a little bit more onion than this, but this is just the piece that I didn't use with the bruschetta. Again, no real measurements. I just was eyeballing it, and I felt like that was enough. Here, I think I need just a little bit more. So I'm just going to add another quick piece of onion. Um, Also here, I really do like, I think I do prefer a red, but you really can use any onion in this salsa as well. Um, Instead of our sweet peppers, I'm going to use this jalapeno. I don't like it too hot, so
Mhm.
I may leave a few seeds. But what I like to do is I cut off the top, and then I'll slice it in half the long way. Hope you can see me. Make sure that I need to back up like that. Okay. And then I'll take the tip of my knife and I kind of just scoop underneath the jalapeno, and I'll pull it out. This is fresh, fresh, fresh. Just to get the bulk of those seeds out. I'm going to get rid of them. Now, there are a few here at the bottom. Um,
And y'all, please excuse my cutting skills. Chef Celeste would probably be hitting my hand. You should not have your fingers near the knife. Try to
Right.
curve them.
It looks like you sawing a little bit too.
I'm
Supposed to
trying to
let
let
it
the knife
do
do the work. I'm trying to
work.
let it do the
Right.
work.
That's right. You know me. Gotta keep it sharp. Okay. Then I'll slide this up, peel it out, take most of the seeds, dump them, and then I'll just kind of chop that in half. I'm gonna use this whole jalapeno. Maybe I'll put a few more tomatoes in just to balance it out. All right. And then instead of basil, I will use cilantro. Here you can pretty much use the stems and all. Just get some of that in here. You don't have to pull off each leaf. I do kind of take some of the thicker ones out. I don't think you really have to. That's just me. See, in fact, I'll leave this one in. Okay. Uh, a little bit more. It again to taste. However you like it. What is the saying? You either love cilantro or you hate it. I think I might be in between. I like it in the context of my Latin cuisine, but I don't. That's really pretty much the only time that, and when I'm also doing Indian, I will use it. All right,
Mm.
I'm just gonna peel this garlic. I'm not gonna chop it or anything. Of course, in peeling it, I've broken it a bit, which is perfectly fine. But I'm just gonna get that in there whole to make sure I didn't have any skin left on it. The whole piece of garlic. Okay. A second. All right. And that is it. Um, put the lid on and we will see. Let me make sure you can see me. Gonna just rough chop this. Jazzy, let me know if this is like way too loud.
To me, you're good. Let us know in the comments if Chef Celeste is a little too loud, and I'll check to see. And I did see the comment about Miss Katrina. Miss Katrina, anytime we had JazzyKat camp, she would make sure she comes by after to see how the kids did. Isn't that right, Miss Katrina? I know you're in here, but
Oh, all
and
right.
Miss Katrina says we are good, so you're good. Your audio's good.
Good deal. All right. Jazzy, how you looking?
Listen, I am struggling over here, so if you do have a food processor, please make sure you
Yeah.
use it at home. This is just a love and care for me to just
More
show
of a
you
piece
guys
of the
how it works.
pie version of it. And I do
Ah,
that as well when I'll just chop up the vegetables and assemble them. I usually don't use garlic in my
mm,
pico. I'm I don't know why. I think that I'm not supposed to. But in the salsa, I definitely throw in a couple. All right.
actually, I'm gonna
And then I'm
just do
gonna
it
get
like
this
this.
in the bowl. Yes, I like to get every little bit. Leave not a leaf behind. It really annoys my husband. He's like, okay, okay, you got it. I still see some.
You're saving waste.
Okay. And to this, we will add a little fresh lime. I'm just going to roll it a little bit just to kind of get the juices flowing. Loosen it up so I can get a good yield. Cut this in half. I'm going to use my press. Of course, I could use my hand, but I have a press. I'm going to get that delicious freshness. Y'all should smell this. A little kosher salt. Oh, yeah. And then I'm stirring it up. Jazzy, I'm done. My salsa
It looks good.
is ready. I think I need to taste it. Now, when you refrigerate this, you may notice that it it can coagulate a little bit, kind of be stiff. Just give it a
Mm.
quick stir and it'll loosen right back up. The I had a coworker who actually gave me this recipe, and she was Mexican, so she understood what.
Wow.
Now, what she would also add that I just never do, she would put some canned tomato sauce in it too, and I
Ah.
loosened it, made it go another way. But you just end up making it your own. I
Mm-hmm.
like to take fresh cucumber and throw that in, or zucchini. That's the way they do it at J. Alexander. They put fresh zucchini in it, and I think that's delicious. But it'll settle. Now I think that I just need a little more education, because depending on which tomato I use, I'll get some of this, you know, reaction with where it's like pink, but it ends up kind of settling in. I think it's just the action of the food processor. Oh, I see
Oh.
I got a little piece of onion that didn't quite break down. That's okay to me, but I'm going to take a tortilla chip. Do you have a tortilla chip to taste, Jazzy?
I do actually have some from
Okay.
Honeybee Market, so I,
Okay.
I definitely we got some fresh.
Okay.
I'm still okay. So this is, by the way, if you're doing this chopped up, you definitely want a little bit more tomato. But for today, I'm just going to finish it with the cilantro and
Question
lime and give you
more.
guys a taste.
Is that your bruschetta or your?
No, this is my salsa. I know we're running out of time, so I want to make sure
Did
I,
you
I got.
use a yellow pepper instead of a jalapeno?
No, the this green stuff
I
is the
feel like.
jalapeno.
Oh, okay. Okay, girl. Well, okay.
Okay. Now I'm just gonna do cilantro really, really quick. But let them know, like, how does it taste on your end, Chef Celeste?
Incredible. And I think that because I used the flavor bombs, cherry
Mm.
tomatoes,
Mm-hmm.
it's a sweeter undertone.
Ah, okay. So it
Magnificent.
has a little sweetness to it.
I know that I'm hungry, but no, for real, y'all. This is like, no, this is like
Is that
one of the
good?
best ones I've ever made. It's phenomenal. I think I'm just gonna curl up in the air conditioner in my at the movie. But yeah, this. Here are two recipes. Mm, delicious. Move this way.
Okay, I just got my lime in, so I'm a little behind everyone. We are making the salsa, and I have a food processor. It's really suggest if you do have one to use one, or you can do the pico de gallo way without a food processor. Okay, got my lime. I am
Little.
mixing it up. Add a
Mhm.
little bit more love with the tomatoes.
Mhm.
Let me get my chips. Just so y'all can see, these are authentic.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay, let's see what Lindsay was talking about when she said it's like her favorite snack. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Did you add
Mm-hmm.
the lime in your salt?
Yes, I did. It's good. This is
Very.
good, you guys. And
Mhm.
it's fresh.
Just
So it's
fresh.
building with flavor.
Mhm.
So
That's a good word. Exploding.
we have a 2-in-1. We made bruschetta a little bit earlier. The difference is it has sweet peppers and basil. And then you just
Olive
switched it
oil
out for jalapeno. Oh, and olive oil. I forgot. And
mhm.
you switched it out for jalapeno and cilantro for some homemade salsa.
And lime.
And lime. And lime.
Okay. Those three. Switch out. Olive oil, lime, basil, cilantro. What was the last one?
Oh,
Oh,
wait. I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
basil,
y'all.
cilantro. I said that. Oh,
Yes, you did.
and jalapeno. Okay. Did we have questions? There we go. Okay.
Sorry, y'all. Let's check it over here. Okay, any questions for me or Chef Celeste about the recipe from today? Oh, JL said both look really delicious and I'm sure it tastes so fresh. Hey, Jay. We hope you're able to try this a little later on today. And then Miss Katrina is saying, thanks, y'all. Okay, okay. Oh, and she did, yes. So, as a reminder, because I saw this earlier in the comments, Miss Katrina, just let's correct me if I'm wrong, but every time we had JazzyKat summer camp, she would at least come in to see how the kids did by doing a little taste test. Am I right?
That's absolutely right. She was
Okay.
serious about making sure she had her opportunity just to taste it, just to
Just
see,
to
just to check
taste
it,
it.
just to check it. And I remember one of her favorites was the quesadilla that we made with fresh peas.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Do you
my
remember that
goodness.
peas and meat quesadilla
Yes.
and mint? Well, I said meat, peas and mint, which was such an interesting combination, but that was so delicious. I haven't done that
Yes.
in a while, so
And you know
yeah.
what? That was something else that the sports coordinator, Kennedy, Lindsay's sister, had mentioned. So people do remember these recipes, but we wanted to make sure you guys saw how quick and easy it was. And if you're not able to eat, make it fresh from home, I always say get something, that's fresh from the market. This is from Honeybee, or they make it in house or wherever you go for a grocery store. But we would prefer if you guys make the fresh version.
Mhm.
Mhm. Okay, any other questions? And yes, Miss Katrina agreed that that particular recipe got people eating with the peas. So let us
Mhm.
know down below if we should do a special later on about a the pea quesadilla. Because personally, I do not like peas, but it's something about that recipe that is so good.
That's right. I don't use them typically, like as a side dish. I will
Mm,
put them in certain things. Like when I'm making my pesto, I will throw a few peas or edamame if that's all I have in with the pasta. But I don't just, peas and carrots and peas and butter as a side dish. But when I use them in incorporating them into a larger
hmm
recipe, mhm.
Yeah. It's the stuff. It's the stuff. And then Chef Katrina said Bang Bang Broccoli was a winner too. And she said Bang Bang Broccoli, please. So we're going to make in the comments of this live. We're going to save it on our YouTube page. So make sure you are subscribed. Chef Celeste actually helped us out and gave us the entire recipe to Bang Bang Broccoli. It is currently on JazzyKat's YouTube page. I think it was good. I think
Hmm.
it was good.
Wing
Hmm.
beans using broccoli florets.
Yes. Yes. Okay. I'm not seeing any other comments. So, I mean, Chef Celeste, I just have one question for you.
Okay.
Based on what I told you from what Lindsay said, how does that make you feel about the impact you have left for
Oh,
all of our
I
Jessica campers?
listen. Just that was such a huge part of me cutting my teeth with bringing this message to the community. Jazzy Cat, as a community partner, has been invaluable and has shown support in such a way that I can't even tell you. But to hear that from them, people, the children being young, and then holding on to that and incorporating that into their lifestyles as young adults, it's just I'm honored and I'm excited, and I just feel like wow, just what an opportunity to have been a part of their lives, and you know been
Yes.
a part of what how they've embraced the message of taking control of their good health, of their own health, and
Yes.
moving on throughout life. That's just the
I
best.
know. Well, I had to hit you up, had to hit up my favorite chef, Chef Celeste from Patisserie CI. Thank you so much for doing this quick demonstration with me. We are actually under an hour, so that was really quick. I
Okay.
really suggest everyone at home that you use a food processor. But thank you so much.
All righty.
And oh, Miss Katrina said, yes, you are, and we're the chef that made it happen. Absolutely.
Thank
So
you. Thank you.
we are going to let you all go. Make sure you share this recipe. It's going to be exclusive on YouTube shortly after this live. So if you missed it, you'll get another reminder. And make sure you support Patisserie CI and JazzyKat Kids. Thank y'all.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Okay. What do I do?